Bonjour, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Katrina, and today we are going to try something new. Well, obviously you can already read it from the title of this video. Today I'm going to do a reaction video. It's going to be the first time I'm doing it. I never really get to do it while watching the movie, while watching the video. So we're gonna do that, and of course we have chosen the Emily in Paris season 3. So what are we going to do? I've never really done this, so I think if there's a scene that I can particularly relate to or I have an opinion, I pause and then I say something, right? I think that's how it's done. So yeah, let's get into it. Welcome to my reaction video of Emily in Paris saison 3. Episode 1. Also, I don't think I can put a video here. I have to check it out because of the copyright issues. Of course, she's in the Eiffel Tower.
I'm not going back. What? Of course you are. Your life is in Chicago. And then you don't even speak French. I mean, no offense, but who would actually be stupid enough to hire you in Paris?
Okay, so of course I'm going to react on that because it is hard to get a job in France if you don't speak French, especially in her industry because she's in the marketing industry. So communication, obviously here in France, they communicate only in French. I mean, they speak English, but professionally they communicate in French. And with her line of work, it's going to be hard. It's really a big surprise if you get a job in communication and you don't have very good level of French. Not even like a basic and intermediate. You need to have, I think, at least C2 level. I got a certification in B1, which I was told I could have taken B2 because I passed it with flying colors. Well, anyway, I had a classmate and she wanted to pursue her master's in communications and marketing here in France. She's from Venezuela and she was actually really good in French, but then she told me she cannot enroll for a master's in communication if your French level is not at least C1 level or C2. So Emily, your boss is right. How can you get a job in France in communications and marketing if you don't speak French? That's a good start. I think it's a dream. Eh ben voilà, of course it was a dream. Oh my gosh. No way.
It's Paris!
Eh oui, it's Paris. Okay, also another thing. Yeah, there's a lot of French women here. They have fringe or bangs. But not like... Well, yeah. There's a lot of French women who have really bangs. I think everywhere else, a lot of women. Okay, particularly in France. A lot of women really do have bangs or fringe. Yeah, so that's true. I don't know if it's cliche. So we're still in 2 minutes. I think I'm going to have to share one episode per video because every minute I just pause. Okay, we're gonna talk about their outfits. What's her name? Mindy is wearing green blouse and Emily is wearing her green boots. Green. I know it's a fashion capital. It takes a lot of courage to wear colors in Paris. But I think this is supposed to be like in summer. Actually, in summer, they play a lot of colors. But the rest of the season, you'll see most of them wearing black, dark blue, gray. Actually, what I observe in Paris or in France in general, the clothes they wear depends on the weather. Not just the weather, but the color of the clouds. You know, if it's dark, they wear dark. If it's sky blue, then they can wear bright colors. That's what I noticed. Guapo gini si Gabriel, no? So based on their wardrobe here, I think they shot this during spring. Or like they want to show it like it's during spring.
In France to launch the McBaguette.
That sounds like a huge account.
Epic, huge payday.
Wow, so Emily's boyfriend can actually work in France. So what? Emily now has, I forgot his name, the American boyfriend. And then there's Gabriel, and then there's the British guy. Ooh. Ooh la la, Emily is on fire.
Hey, bonjour.
Hey guys, what have I missed?
Wait, so this guy, Emily's colleague, the French actor, I actually saw him in a French cafe in Paris in front of Hotel de Ville. Just casually having coffee. He's not that popular. I mean, in France, okay? It was very casual. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna take a selfie or no. Even Ryan, it was like trying to record a video or taking a photo, but I'm on the other side of the block. But Ryan was like, no, no, no. Because they don't like to take a lot of pictures here. But Emily, no, I haven't bumped into her yet in Paris. Maybe one day. We'll see. Okay, so if there's one character that I particularly like the wardrobe, it's gonna be Philippine. Yeah. Sorry, what's her name? Well, her real name is Philippine, actually. But her character's name Sylvie. Yeah, Sylvie. Her style is something I can easily wear here in France, or even not in France. But her style, like you can actually say that, yes, that's the style in France, or that's what people in Paris would wear. Emily, it depends. It's too colorful, it's too bold, it's too loud. People here, they actually like to be low key, but with a bit of chicness, with a bit of je ne sais quoi. And Camille's wardrobe here is something I would see from people who works in fashion or who has a budget for new collection, you know. It's all the new collection from this brand or this. Very stylish. I would love, but it's not very timeless. But Sylvie's attire, like this one, I can wear. I like it.
Are you okay, Emily? What did you do to your hair?
They're just bangs. Okay, sometimes people cut bangs, but everything's fine.
They're going to McDonald's in Paris. We'll see which McDonald's. Well,
See?
in Champs-Élysées. McDonald's with macarons. I haven't been in this type of McDonald's.
What's a hamburger?
Hamburger. Over. Not as a hamburger, oy. But I've never seen, well, maybe there is one. Apparently, I haven't been to McDonald's yet in France that offers macarons and all those French pastries. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe I haven't been to a lot of McDonald's. I'll check it out. Okay, let's talk about McDonald's in France. Recently, my aunt and my uncle have visited me in Paris, and surprisingly, she really wants to visit one of the McDonald's. And apparently, for her, it's really different from the other because she also tried to go to McDonald's when they were in Japan and I guess in Singapore as well. Apparently, it was really different. One thing I think is particularly different here in France when it comes to some breads, sandwiches, or any pastries, it's the flour. Yeah. The flour here, it's really good. Like it does really make a huge difference from for example, the bread in the Philippines and the bread here. Even if you make it the same way, but it has different types of flour, so obviously it has different taste, different texture, and it's good here. Also, another thing in Paris is that if it's a bright sunny day, so you obviously wear your colorful clothes during the day, but then when the sun sets, it's dark. Most of them, they change to darker clothes. You know, like for example, this Emily, it's a bit too bright and too loud for the evening. You don't particularly see them with bright colors in the evening. And if you are planning to stay the same outfit the whole day, so neutral is the safe color, I would say.
On the Eiffel Tower, Americans love that place.
Eiffel Tower?
See?
I'll make the reservation.
That's true though. A lot of people Americans love the Eiffel Tower. It's not just Americans, tourists in general, or people who doesn't live in Paris at all. Yeah, it's pretty cliche, but anything with an Eiffel Tower view, it sells. Also around that area, just because you have a view of the Eiffel Tower, even in the Airbnbs, you can pump up your price of the rent. Like, it's crazy. Oh, and a fun fact about the Eiffel Tower, since we are already talking about it, it was built during an exposition back in the days. It was only meant to stay there for a number of years, and it was meant to be uninstalled. But then people loved it, and so yeah, it stayed there. And then it's been a very symbolical tower for France, for Paris. There's a movie about it actually. I watched it during my flight to the Philippines. The engineer was Gustave Eiffel, so his last name is Eiffel, and the tower, it's like letter A because his first love, or the love of his life back in the days, her name started with the letter A. So that's why it's like that. And before they actually built it, when he presented the proposal, a lot of the French people, they were like, oh no, it's a bit too much, it's too high, the tower is too high. But then Gustave wanted something that can be enjoyed and seen by the rich and the poor, by everyone. Because back in the days, the beautiful arts were only hang inside the walls of the rich people. It was very exclusive. And so Gustave Eiffel wanted something that can be seen by everybody. Not just for the rich, not just for the poor, but for everyone. So yeah. So now they are dining in the restaurant in the Eiffel Tower. And as what Sylvie said earlier, Americans love it. Because in general, I think people who actually go there are just tourists, or if you have some guests who haven't been to Paris and would like to have the Eiffel Tower experience, so you go to these places, because I'm sure it's pretty expensive. And well, the view is, I think it's going to be beautiful. But also there are more restaurant options with Michelin stars in other places in Paris, that if you particularly like and appreciate gastronomy, especially French gastronomy, you'd rather go there than here, But then again, they are meeting their client, so they have to impress the client and all the shebang. So of course they've chosen this place. Otherwise, I'm sure there's a lot of options. We'll see how this goes. Almost finished.
Excuse me. Scott Thomas. Enchanté.
Her former boss is here. What a scandal. Of course she's giving birth there. She broke her water.
My water just broke.
Yes, all over my shoes.
Ew.
Hey, I am not loving it so much anymore.
You're fired.
She's fired. Good luck on her getting another job in marketing without speaking French. Good luck, Emily. Not choosing is still a choice. So you better choose. I mean, it's not gonna be Emily in Paris if she goes to London, right? It's gonna be Emily in London. Duh. Well, that's episode 1 of Emily in Paris, season 3, saison 3. I'm gonna have to stop it here because we're off to dinner. And yeah, let's see if I can continue it later after dinner, or maybe tomorrow. Let me know your comments and thoughts about the first episode of this new season. And yeah, I'm gonna keep on doing for the rest of the episodes, which, it's 10 episodes. It's gonna be exciting for my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bisous.